Kristen, Sophia does have a corollary in the comics, a rich history. What do you draw upon? Is that useful? What's your inspirations for your characterization of Sophia here?
I mean, this is such like a boring actor answer to be like, well, it all starts with the script, but it does. But I mean, like, it does. And I really, I watched the movie so many times, and then I really actually, I dove into the lore a little bit, but then I sort of stayed away and just really wanted to exist in the world that Matt and Lauren, created, and that's, I feel like, so boring.
She does look like a fun character to play, from the limited...
I had the friggin' time of my life, and I'm only saying friggin' because I see there's a baby right there.
Yeah.
And,
sorry, Mom.
What'd you say?
Colin will not stand for profanity.
Sorry, Mom. Got it. Yeah, but I had truly the time of my life, like the things that I dreamed of and like made up in my backyard as a kid that I would like, all the things you do. And I got to do it. I had just the most incredible time. I was stoked.
We talked about that.
Yeah, we did.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
We're just on the set, we were just talking, and she was telling me about tell me what you used to play when you were a kid, and you just imagine this, like, literally the world of Gotham and how you'd inhabit it.
Yeah.
Were you on the side of good or evil back
I was
then?
always on the side of evil, and I would ride my bike all around and pretend that I was like the Riddler's daughter who had to like take over his empire, which isn't like even in the canon. And like I would just ride around in circles, being like, like evilly laughing and like pretending to blow things up, and so yeah.
It's that psychological trauma we were looking for. When Kristen walked in, we were like, oh, there it is. Right?
Yeah.
She's in the gang.
Yeah.
Who is the hero of this story? Can we call Oz a hero? Is Sophia the hero of her own story? Who are we meant to root for here?
I'm not saying.
I don't think we have heroes in villains definitively. I think we've got complicated people.
These
and
are
I think
messed
it
up
depends,
people, right?
Yeah, depending on who you ask, everyone's the hero of their own story.
I'll say what I think, though, is that the characters do unspeakable things.
Yeah.
But the show finds empathy for them, and these actors find empathy for them, meaning it's about understanding how that kind of, the show, it gets dark. It's quite dark. But it doesn't do it in some kind of gratuitous way. It's an attempt to really look at where the darkness comes from. For me, I think that's one of the opportunities about doing a show like this, where you have these kind of iconic characters, and then to be able to delve into them, and what Lauren and the actors did to dig into what that is, I think that's one of the things that's really special about the show. We take the characters super seriously. We know you guys do, and I think it's really, in a way, one of the things that I remember somebody saying to me, but it's like, we're custodians, right? Somebody's gonna come, they're gonna do another Penguin thing, they're gonna do another Batman thing. This is our moment as custodians to try and say something about our world and about these characters that is personal to us, that we hope relates to you, and I think that that's what the actors and Lauren did so beautifully, is that they're not heroes, they're like us, but they do things that, I think part of the fun of watching something like this is they're gonna do some things that I hope none of you do, but they are dark things, and that's part of, I think, what watching a show, in a way, the way that, like HBO, like The Sopranos, being able, there's that moment of wishful fulfillment of just saying, God, what I'd love to do is just kill that guy, and you go, oh, this guy did. And that's kind of one of the things about the show, I think that's special.
In the same vein, too, of like, they are just like us. The Penguin, he's just like us. There is comedy and there's a different mix of tones